So I started working here in a project for Google as a contractor. I was working in an outsourcing company, which is very common here because to get inside those companies is very tough. It's a lot of process, and so far I'm okay working where I'm working right now. Then from that company, I moved to another company, which is the company that I'm working at the moment, as well as an outsourcing, providing services for Facebook. I started in this company as a customer service, like just helping. I will explain what kind of customer service I used to do. Just helping, clients to develop their business and blah, blah, blah. Later on, I became a kind of account manager. So I was more like related to maybe what you do, like helping them to improve, which areas they can invest better to get their money better, with better results for their money. Then right now, for the past 1 year and 2 months, I became a team lead. So I'm leading my teams. My team, we have 29 people from different countries around the North Europe. We don't support Portuguese and Spanish because these languages, they are supported in South America or in America because we have more Spanish speakers than Portuguese speakers. But I support here Italian, Spanish, German, and Russian. I will not forget Dutch. Yeah, I will forget the languages. We do the EMEA market, which is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So since I became the team lead, I'm having different challenges because now I don't have only to look after. I believe that the team lead is the kind of person that you put in the middle. So it's suffering from the client side, which is the client that is paying us. It's suffering or getting expectations. Maybe it's better rephrase like this: getting expectations from the client side, from my company side, and from the agents. Because everybody that I'm leading here, they are expecting me to do more, but the clients want results, so my company wants results as well. So it's a very tough job, but I think I'm having the chance to learn a lot, and I'm also sharing with them a lot of knowledge that I have related to the area. So I think it's interesting what I'm doing right now, and I'm enjoying. So like what we have there for the company that I'm working for as a contractor, which is Facebook. So they have this culture of shipping love. So shipping love is like sharing love, as you guys were saying, like everywhere here in Ireland, all those companies, those big companies, they have this, like sharing, caring about the others. So I think it's very good because you can really feel that they really care. Like if you come someday at work and they see that you're not feeling well, they would be really, really asking you because they believe that if you're not feeling well, you will not produce well. So when you don't produce well, for them it's a waste of money and waste of talent as well, because that person could be producing better. So it's like building a culture, building a culture of, you guys can take notes. This kind of culture that they are building here and those companies are building here is really interesting because it's like everybody starts to feel the same. Because when you have a competition at work, when you have to compete with someone, but when someone has the same rights and has the same values that you have, so why would you compete? So, I think, this kind of culture that they have here is very interesting because nobody has to be fighting, I have to be on the spot, I have to be the best, which unfortunately sometimes can be the mentality that we have back in Brazil because you have to show that you are the best because you need to be sure that you will not lose your job or anything like that. But what we have here is different because as long as you do your job, everybody will be fine, everybody will be happy with your job. So it's fine, and everybody starts to mirroring you. You start to seeing the way that you do, so they start to be happy as well. And everybody, sounds like a crazy story, but it's true. As long as you do your job, everybody do the same, and it's very relaxing. Like I remember that talking to my previous manager, and I was, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to do this today. And then my manager said, okay, let's sit, let's do together. So it's different. So the mentality is totally different. Humanizing the language, which is also, what you're going to be using a lot when you are creating campaigns or advertisements on those platforms. Because I'm going to be also using here today a little bit how they do in Google by my knowledge that I have when I used to work for them. So humanizing the language, because sometimes you have to bear in mind that the person that you are trying to achieve may not understand the way that you are saying, the way that you wrote. So you try to create your ads, your campaigns in a better way to just, make it flatter and make everybody understand what you're trying to say to reach better your audience. So humanizing the language, carefully improve our core, turn bad experiences into good ones. And this we have a lot. Sometimes, here you may create an ad, and from that ad that you created, you had bad reviews, you had bad engagement from people, but then later on, you will have a better results. And building delightful experience. So building delightful experiences is what we have every day here, day by day in our companies. You have a lot of good experiences, a lot of people that, they will come with different, that's what I did to you in the beginning of the presentation, like having this kind of introduction to see from where you came from, your backgrounds, and then from that we can create a better environment here for us.